now introduce a lot of new functionality, and we are constantly developing people experience in Workday, and still there are some insecurities and questions about what are the benefits and value that people experience brings. So that is what I'm focusing on today. Our mandatory slide about safe harbor statement. We are just reminding everyone that if you are making purchase decisions, please base those on the features and functionalities currently available. But whatever I'm actually showing in the live environment in the demo later on, everything is already live, so no worries there. And my name is Marika Leinonen. I'm a senior solution consultant at Workday, and been with Workday for 3 years now, but with Workday ecosystem for 6-7 years already. Also on customer side, and done consulting, and now in a pre-sales role. And very happy to be here presenting today. All right, enough about me. So Workday people experience, what it basically includes. We have Workday Today, which was meant to enable workers to find the information that they are looking for wherever they are on whatever device they prefer to use. And it does include homepage, the new Workday Today view, and then enhanced search, also assistant, Workday chatbot, and it's providing that Workday information everywhere. We'll look into more details during the demo. Then we have Workday Help, and that is actually consisting of 2 different main areas, HR knowledge management with help articles, and then case management for those occasions where people looking for answers are not able to find them from those articles, for example. And then Workday Journeys, last but not least, definitely guided digital tours and guidance for your workers that also surface information in the relevant events and moments. And what has been our investment focus and development strategy when we are creating people experience at Workday? Well, definitely we want to enable HR admins, HR partners to be as productive and efficient as possible. It also needs to be fast and easy for them to update if there's something to update, and no need to call for extra help. It's so easy to create a new article, offer new ways to support your workers. Then seamless end user experiences. People coming to Workday and looking for answers, it has to be simple, it has to be intuitive, and you shouldn't need any guidance to navigate through Workday, and that is definitely one of our targets and aims. And then people are using Workday in multiple different devices, so we definitely want to ensure that if somebody prefers to use Workday using mobile device, it is possible to do that, or an iPad instead of laptop. So trying to enable a seamless and exciting experience no matter what the device is. In more detail, when we talk about the benefits on these different areas, Workday Today, definitely one of the best benefits of Workday Today is that it is actually included in the subscription of Workday already, so it will not cost our customers any extra. It will include an enhanced homepage view, a refreshing experience where elements are suggested to the workers and guiding them to find the answers as efficiently as possible. We have enhanced our search functionality, so that is now more intuitive and easy to use, much faster. We also have Workday Assistant, bringing flexibility to those who just want quick answers and want to kick off processes and don't necessarily want to go to the Workday apps hub or try to think how to find that task that they are looking for. And also we enable those customers who would like to integrate a Workday with Microsoft Teams or Slack, a possibility to do that. So for example, if you prefer submitting your expense reports using Microsoft Teams because that is your key tool while you're working, you can definitely do so if Microsoft Teams gets integrated. So innovative, personalized experiences that are surfacing information based on who is logged in, who is the user in question, trying to support the best way possible. Then if we talk about journeys and the benefits of Workday journeys, they are kind of digital mentors or digital guides, and actually sky is the limit of what kind of journeys you can offer your organizations. In the demo example I have today, we have a new manager who just got promoted, and first time in a managerial position can be quite overwhelming. There are a lot of questions. You know, where do I find information if I have my team members in different countries? What are the rules for example, for vacation time in different countries? So try to put together a package and a guided path or tour in those moments at employee life cycle where things happen and you just need some additional guidance. And it doesn't have to be that substantial. It can be also when you are launching your career discussions or performance review cycles. You can just offer some additional guidance and help how to best tackle those career aspirations you have, on what are the options that you're offering for your employees to develop. So it's just you can be as innovative as you would like when creating those journeys for your workers. And journeys can also be linked with Workday help. And that means that when somebody is looking for information and trying to find first a relevant article, maybe they want to know how is the vacation or annual vacation time in certain country, how does it combine the things, what does it mean, then you can offer them an article, and if that doesn't cover what is needed, then people are able to submit a case, and your HR expert team then would be able to start solving the case. So it's very powerful tool for your organization to offer the information and support needed for your workers. And both Workday Help and Workday Journeys are additional SKUs, so they are not automatically part of your subscription to, like Workday Today, but definitely they are valuable assets for you as well. All right, so without further ado, let's dive into our Workday Live People Experience. And I will be showing Workday through the eyes of one of the workers, and they are getting information already when they log into Workday homepage, and they are finding answers. And if they can't find the answers, they are definitely getting support what they need. And I have selected a person who has just been promoted as a manager, and her name is Lana. All right, so this is her homepage. She has just logged in, and as we can already see right here, there are some things that are awaiting her action. So what we have done with this new awaiting your action, we have combined journeys and your inbox into this one compact part of the homepage. So if something is needing her attention, like here, there is an absence request from one of her team members, and she can directly go to that task by just clicking here, and then also access the journeys that she has added here. And if something is overdue, you will see the color change, so highlighting the elements that are past due, for example, so that workers would act fast before things get too old. If we scroll down, also we have timely suggestions, meaning that whatever is due soon, also not just your inbox items or approvals or things that you need to act upon, like coming to your inbox that are in awaiting your action section, but timely suggestions are reminding you, for example, if you have learning that has a due date soon coming up, or you have requested time off and it has been approved, and you as an administrator would be able to decide what cards or what suggestions you enable to be on this Workday Today homepage. And again, direct links to whatever is there, so person can directly dive into what needs to be done from here. Then if we still keep scrolling down, recommended for you, this section is actually designed to help your employees learn, and these cards guide them for additional resources within Workday. And there is a carousel element that if there are more cards that they can learn from, they can surface them by using that carousel functionality. If we go back up, what is also one of the newest elements on our new Workday Today homepage is this sidebar on the left. And what is the coolest thing about this sidebar is that it works anywhere in Workday. So no matter where you navigate, you are viewing a reporting function, or you are performing an approval, whenever you need, you can just open this side from the left and then go to whatever you needed to do. Also, you would be able to create, every user would be able to create their own shortcuts and collection of links that they most often want to access. And Lara has here now added her team's development and learning quick links. And also, if she needs to create a case, she has also added that here. So again, personalized and relevant content for each user. And persons are able to manage their own apps. So whatever is available for your workers, they would be then be able to add that app or hub into this list of apps. But we still have quick tasks section here. And this is actually an element that is using machine learning. And because it's driven by machine learning, this part of the homepage requires ISA, Innovation Services Agreement, which we of course recommend due to the enhanced user experience. But if you haven't signed the ISA and haven't turned this on, in that case, this section just isn't showing. So the experience is still very good. And from here, Lara gets suggestions on what she typically does. She has just requested time off. She often reviews her pay slips or looks at her time of balance. So a quick links based on her previous actions in Workday. She would be able to, just like before, open all of the apps while she's on the homepage. And again, these can be personalized if you allow your users to make their own selections on what apps are there. Then announcements, if we scroll down, announcements, these you probably already are familiar with because we have had announcements for a very long time. They just used to be actually in the middle of the page. And we get a lot of feedback of the announcements being moved to the side. And that is something that we actually investigated and noticed that people are still finding the announcements even if they are now on the right hand side. So surfacing information that you want to sort of announce or market internally, if you want to ensure that your workers are adding skills to their profile and they are updating their career aspirations in the career profile, you can add that announcement here, add links that can be links to anywhere in Workday, or they can actually already be external links. So a lot of options there. They can be videos, not just links, but surfacing content that you want to highlight. And with announcements, you can already, as an admin, set a due date when they automatically disappear here, or if it should be only shown to, for example, Finnish workers and not Swedish workers. You can kind of target whoever sees the announcements in here. And then also part of the Workday today experience, we have our own chatbot, Workday Assistant, and it has a lot of capabilities that you can find what they are by just opening here and viewing what are the elements that currently are available. So we have a lot, and we are constantly bringing more to Workday Assistant. But you don't even need to know how to add, so because it also is a clever functionality. If Lara only types my PTO, my personal time off, Workday chatbot would most likely understand, and it learns what people mean. So it doesn't have to be all correct sentences for Workday Assistant to understand what the person are looking for. So if somebody wants to review their time balances, they can do it here, and Workday Assistant also suggests if she wanted to see how the balance looks like after she has taken her approved time off next month, for example. So it doesn't have to be only today. A lot of options there. All right, so this was the home Workday Today homepage. Our enhanced search is next up, and what Lara now is actually trying to find answers for is she has a worker in Finland and has asked her how does the annual holiday work in Finland when somebody is an hourly worker. So she just types Finland, and relevant articles are surfaced for her right away. She's able to see hits from different categories, and if she wanted to open up more categories for her, she could do that, or configure the search so that in future she would be able to see even more categories automatically, so having to open them up from here. All right, let's look at the article still. And here she was looking for information about Finnish annual holidays and how they are calculated. What does it mean? And she's reading this article, and articles can actually include text, pictures, links, tasks. So you could also add a task here to go to a report or perform absence request, or basically you can design as an admin very easily the content based on what you want to offer. We also have relevant other articles here, so some things that she actually could have been looking for but didn't know really how to find that information, so new suggestions. And then some just verification if this article was helpful, feedback for your admins, or if there's anything she would need to anything there is to enhance the experience or the information. Let's say if she was looking for information about hourly workers, well, it wasn't found, so she could just say no, in this case it wasn't, and type the reason why. And if she still didn't find that information, she would be able to go ahead and create a case. So now, even when she's already decided to submit a case based on the case type, she would then be prompted for relevant resources. So this is trying to limit your admin burden or unnecessarily requests or cases when people actually are able to find the information here. And based on what is the case type, of course, you can add different suggestions, tasks, or articles so that people find the information even from here if they need to submit a case. So there is an hourly worker in her team, Jonas Huber, and now she needs more information. How does that work? How do hourly workers get annual vacation time in Finland? So without further ado, case is created. It was automatically created for Lara because she was the one submitting the case. Of course, if you would like to offer a service where you create cases for someone else, that is also possible. So now case created, and then Lara would be able to access the progress of the case and then see when it's resolved. But let's return to the homepage and look last but not least item on the live demo. She also has 2 journeys assigned, and as a new manager, she really needs some support how to manage her transition from individual contributor to a manager. And also there is a new person in her team, so she hasn't onboarded anyone before, and she would like to know what does it mean from a manager's point of view, because most often onboarding is always just focusing on the new hire and not what is expected from the manager. And this is again an area or functionality where you as admins would be able to create easily and efficiently this content. You would be able to change it, update whenever needed, add new elements. So create different paths for your users. And it doesn't have to be step by step like here when we are talking about manager onboarding, things that she needs to do when even before the new hire starts, ensuring everything is in place, all the calendar bookings for the onboarding events are booked. All the tools and equipment have been ordered for the new hire. So ensuring that everything is in place, even those who haven't done it before, or just as a reminder for those who are really busy and may forget something if it's not put into a list like this for them. And then this example of a journey, then progress is what happens on the new hire's first week. And as you can see, you can check things that are required as done. And then we also have examples of to-dos, or there's learning. If you use Workday Learning, you can directly from here dive into Workday Learning and learn relevant information and knowledge of what is needed in this case. And then once the person has completed all of the steps and they want to complete the journey, in that case, it will remain in their journeys hub, and they would be at any point in time be able to go back and refer and be reminded of what it was actually all about. All right, so thank you. This concluded the live demo part of my presentation, and I'm happy to answer questions regarding the presentation. And if you have put your questions into chat and we are not able to answer them right away, we will definitely come back to that later on.
So I can see that there are some questions and we have time to cover them. So are timely suggestions always related to business processes? For example, if there is salary review coming, that could be one, and actually what triggers those?
Yes, firstly, you select what timely suggestions you would like to offer your workers. So there is a long list of cards that are available. Now, I can't remember on the top of my head if that particular example is part of the cards, but you would be, as an admin, basically able to select which ones there are. And they are most often related to processes where there is an approval, but not necessarily. It could be just updating someone's own information, for example, without any mandatory approvals from anyone.
Thank you very much, Marika. I have another question. What's the difference between recommended for you and announcements? Are those what we need to create?
Well, recommendations for you are personalized recommendations, so that based on what you have done yourself is kind of steering that. And then announcements are something that admins are able to push. And if you wanted to target a campaign, everyone working in Sweden, for example, in managerial roles, you would be able to show that announcement there with tasks or links to more content somewhere else in Workday or outside. And then kind of you decide as an admin what is there. But recommended for you are Workday suggestions for that person, and admins are not then kind of interfering that so much.
Great. We have time for another question. So is articles part of Workday Help?
Yes, great question. Yes, articles are part of Workday Help. So they come together. Even if you only would need the case creation part of Workday Help, you would still get articles as a bonus, and they definitely work well together.
Awesome. So there's a couple of more questions, but we are out of time for this presentation. Then I will share it with you, Marika, and we will send the responses to the participants via email. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.